have to remember to like warm up my voice before I start vlogging in the morning because I feel like I do that all the time. I start talking and then I have to clear my throat. Apologies. Apologies. How are you guys? How are you guys? Can I just share with you, I love this water bottle. This was gifted to me by, I believe Jones Road. And I was like, oh, okay, nice, you know, water bottle. I have a lot of water bottles, as I'm sure a lot of us do. I've tried a lot of different water bottles. I've got Hydro Flask, I've got Swell, I've Clean Canteen, I have a Yeti. I have a lot. I try a lot. And most of them like keep my liquid either cold or hot, you know, depending. That's always fine. It's the top, right? It's like the top that makes all the difference. So I was using probably my Hydro Flask the most, and they have different tops. They have ones that like completely screw off. They have the one that like flips up and it's a straw. And then they have one that just sort of twists and then you can like drink out of it. They all leak. All of them leak. And that was making me crazy. And then the Swell bottles, which actually look like a little actual bottle. No, it's not just like straight up and down. They actually have like a cute little shape to them. They kept my liquid really cold. And then they have this like little screw top at the top. And so you just unscrew it and then you drink. But when you're in the car or whatever, it's like annoying to have to like unscrew and screw or whatever, but those did not leak. So I used those for a while. This is the best top ever. I'm sure I'm probably like super late to the game. I'm sure you're all like, yeah, these water bottles have been around forever. But like I said, Jones Road sent this to me probably a few months ago. And so I've been using it for a few months and I just love this top. First of all, it doesn't leak. Number one, it does not leak. And then it's got this lock, but also handle. And then this pops open and then you just like sip out of here. This is the best because I don't like the straws. I don't like having to like suck on the straws, and then the straw that like goes in when you like open it up or whatever, that always loosens up. I feel like I'm sucking, but I'm like mostly sucking air, whatever. This is so awesome. And I love that it just pops open, that I can just press it down. This doesn't leak. I can lock it down if I want with that. I can carry it around like this, carry it around like this. The bottle is actually contoured, so it's easy to grip. It's like flatter on the sides here. It's so good. It's so, so good. And I am seeing these around more and more, so I do think they're getting more and more popular. But yeah, I just love this. I love the top. I love being able to sip out of something and it's not like an awkward kind of just like hole at the top or something. And it's not a straw because like I said, I don't like straws. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that because I've been using this bottle now for a few months and I really, really enjoy it. Highly, highly recommend. And I like it so much that I've actually been taking like an empty one, just like emptying this out and taking it with me when I travel. So yeah, it's just been like a really great travel partner because I am tired. You guys, I am tired of paying like $7, $8 for like a little bottle of water at the airport. I used to do it. I'm like, whatever, I'm traveling, I'm in the travel zone. I just want to be like footloose and fancy free. Like I don't have to worry about stuff. I'm like, this is so stupid. At the end of the trip, I'm probably spending like $30 to $40 on water, which is ridiculous. So yeah, so I started packing this because I love it so much and it saves me a lot of money. So enough about the water bottle. Anyway, how are you guys? We are in an excessive heat warning here. I think it ends today, maybe. They always say it ends at a certain time and then every time I check it like gets extended. So yeah, for some reason though, it looks pretty cloudy out. So maybe it's not gonna be excessively hot today because that's when I've noticed here in Vegas, when it's excessively hot or if we have like a warning, it's because there's not a cloud in the sky and it's just like the sun on you. When it's cloudy, there's like a little bit of more moisture in the air and it feels a little bit less like you're just being singed and like burnt alive. Speaking of heat, I, have accepted the fact that summer is here and I think it is pretty much for most of us in the Northern Hemisphere, summer is here. It is June, it is warm out and this is when I start, start thinking about the pool. I actually got some new pool floaties that I'll show you. I got those new swimsuits from Skady that came in my last vlog. You guys saw that. I did a quick haul. So I start summarizing in my brain. I start like switching out my candles and stuff. I have some pretty fresh ones that I've been burning. Like I showed you guys that Maison Detto one that I've been burning. That one it's so interesting because it has such heavy sort of like notes in there, but it's not heavy smelling at all. It's actually like a light version of those heavy notes. I've also been burning this Flamingo Estate Climbing Tuscan Rosemary candle. You guys, this is so fresh. It's so herbal. And then there's a little bit of like a white floral in there, like kind of like a hint of sweetness, a hint of like bright outdoorsiness. And because I like to burn scented candles in my kitchen, which I'm really picky about because, you know, you're cooking food in here and like all the scents mixing together, it has to be right. Usually what I do is I'll just blow out any of my scented candles, kind of like wait for, you know, the air to kind of air out and then I'll cook. But this one I could leave burning and it just like mixes really well. It also, I feel like even has like, I don't think it's meant for that, but I do think it has like a little bit of like an odor removing quality to this. It's probably the rosemary in there. Anyway, this is incredible. And look, it's got that Flamingo Estate design on the back. It's just a really pretty candle too. So I like having this in my kitchen. Just sort of summarizing, I'm thinking a lot more about travel and stuff because like I've mentioned before, I'm gonna be working with Oceania Cruises again. I'm so excited. My husband and I are taking a cruise from Venice to Athens, Greece, and then on our own, we're gonna be staying a few days in Athens. And I've got a couple friends visiting. I'm gonna be, you know, going back and forth to New York, I'm sure. And even though I, you know, take short trips here and there during the year, there's just something about the summertime where I really kind of like focus in on travel. I start thinking about like things that I have been taking on trips and like how I can tweak them. I start, of course, like shopping on Amazon for like all the little accoutrements that I can bring with me, especially on a cruise, because last year when we went on that Oceania cruise, it was our very first cruise, and my very good friend here on YouTube, Yay or Nay Nicole, she travels a lot. She cruises a lot. So she had a lot of great pieces of advice for me, like those magnetic hooks. That was winner chicken dinner. That was like the absolute best piece of advice that I had gotten from anyone in regards to like cruise traveling. She was like, just get a bunch of those magnetic hooks. So I'm gonna be ordering more of those because I ordered a whole bunch of different ones, and I had these like really big ones. I had these small ones because I was like, oh, I don't know if I'll need that many hooks. I'm getting more of those really big ones. Those were so handy and they were really strong. So I had like 2 handbags and like a windbreaker on one, and it was totally fine. It didn't like slide down, or if you have like wet towels or whatever. So anyway, my point is like, I'm just starting to think about like travel a lot. So yeah, I'm trying to get like really excited for summer because I'm not a warm weather person. I just don't like being hot, but I do love like the mindset that you get in when summer is around, right? Like we take our foot off the gas a little bit, kids are out of school. I know that can be stressful for a lot of people. I get it. It's like that disruption in a schedule can be very, very stressful. But I do think overall, there's just a little bit more of like a relaxing quality to summer. And I'm trying to like get excited. I'm trying to like lean into summer again, even though I'm not like a warm weather person, but I'm trying to get into like the vibe of summer. So yeah, oh, let me show you these pool floaties because I have them right here. And you know what's funny is Butters has been using them as like a little doggy bed. So I got 2 of these. These are from this company, Big Joe. And what I liked about them is they have this like cloth-like material, and then can you see they're filled with these little balls that obviously that float. And what appealed to me is that since they're not that plastic, the plastic, for some reason, all of the floaties that I've gotten, and I have a whole bunch of different ones, once they get wet here, it's very dusty here in the desert. They get coated with this like, they're wet and then they're coated with this dust. And then for some reason, like no matter how hard I try and wash them off, they just have this like weird coating over all of my plastic ones that are like the shiny plastic that are kind of sticky. So I'm like, okay, I get that. But then I have plastic floaties that are a little bit more matte, like they're white. and it's still the same thing. And I'm like, ugh, I hate these. And then I have to like refill them with the air, which is kind of annoying. So anyway, I saw those at Costco when I was there last. And I had heard of this company, this Big Joe company, because they make like bean bags and stuff. And I had been thinking about getting a bean bag for like one of the rooms upstairs for my nieces when they came to visit last Thanksgiving. So anyway, when I saw that brand at Costco, I was like, ooh. And then I saw that they were poo floaties, and I was like, ooh. So I got two. My friend Jen from New York, she's coming to visit in a couple of weeks, and she probably uses the pool and our like chaise lounges more than I do. She's out there like every day. She loves it. Absolutely loves it. She loves the warm weather. So I was like, let me get these pool floaties for Jen's visit, and and for our use. So I'm excited for that. I haven't brought them out yet. Obviously, they're sitting in here, and Butters has been using them as like a little doggy bed. So picked those up, and I went onto the Nespresso site. You guys, I got new coffee flavors because they really tempted me with this pistachio vanilla flavor. Now, I love pistachios. I love the flavor of pistachio. I love that color green, all of it. However, I'm allergic to nuts, and I became allergic to pistachios probably like right after college. So I know what I'm missing. I know what I'm missing. I can like very clearly remember the taste of pistachio. Anyway, they tempted me with these. I do not like this coffee. I do not like the flavor of this coffee. It doesn't, to me, like taste or smell of pistachio. It's also vanilla. So I don't know. It just, have you guys tried this? They always have these like limited edition flavors that you're supposed to drink over ice, make them iced coffee. So I even tried that. I usually just like hot coffee, but I was like, let me try it iced. Tried it iced. I also usually just drink my coffee black. So I added some milk this one time. I added some milk and some allulose sweetener just to like see like what I was doing wrong. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I'm so sad. However, I did also get this. So they have these new like active pods, and this one has vitamin B6 in there, and it's an almond vanilla flavor. And I do like this. I don't taste like the vitamin at all. It doesn't taste like vitamins at all. So that one I really like, especially if you need more vitamin B in your life. And I do really like the sweet vanilla flavor coffee. And they came out with a decaffeinated version. So I was really excited by that, and I have had that as well, and it tastes fine. It tastes like the sweet vanilla. I really enjoy it, but that pistachio vanilla is such a disappointment. Speaking of summertime scents, I've had this lime basil diffuser here for a while, and it's not that strong anymore, so I think I may replace this. But this is actually a great spring summertime scent, this lime basil and mandarin. I'm sure you guys have all smelled it at this point. It's one of Jo Malone's like iconic fragrances, but I can only smell it when I'm super close to it, so I think it's just fading. I have a lot of candles, as you guys know, but I don't know if I have any. Oh, wow, look at that. I have another lime basil mandarin diffuser. I could just keep going with that, but let me see if I have a different one. Oh, you know what I do have is Hotel Lobby sent me one. Do you guys remember this? Came in this big box, and they sent a candle and a diffuser. Now this has lavender in there. This one that they sent, is there a name to this one? London. I think it's just called London. And it has Earl Grey, vanilla milk, wisteria, dry lavender, and honey. I like it because I'm not the biggest fan of the way lavender smells. I know that's so weird, but it just smells very medicinal to me. But I can smell all the other ones quite a bit. There's like a nice sweetness to it. So maybe I'll use this. Here is the diffuser. I actually have their New York scent reed diffuser out by the TV. It's very nice. Right, she looks nice on that dish too. Oh, you can see the oil climbing up the reed. Oh, it does smell nice. Oh, okay. I'm glad I went with this. So I was just filming a trying new makeup video, which you guys will have seen go live this past week. And these boxes just arrived, and I was like, okay, we're stopping everything. We're putting everything down. We're opening these up. I am opening up 2 boxes from Oleata. I have worked with Oleata in the past. I'm working with them again on this video. A big thank you to them. But they have some incredible, incredible travel bags, which I was just sharing with you that I, just started thinking about like all of my travel stuff, my bags, the things I bring with me on trips when summertime rolls around. I feel like I'm always kind of like reassessing my luggage, my bags and everything. And Oleata has a couple of bags that I was really, really interested in checking out. So they sent one of each to me. I'm so excited. So this one, oh look, they've come out with new dust bags. Isn't that pretty? This is nice. This is the Marina Carry-All. Let me get all this wrapping off. Hold on. Okay, so here is the Marina Carry-All. This is 100% Napa leather. It's really, really soft. It's light. It's not too weighty, which is great for travel. Ooh, it's got a really nice soft micro suede lining. I like the light color too. It makes for easy finding of stuff. So we've got 2 pockets over here, 1 zipper pocket. We've got a key fob here. And then on this side, this is like a more slender, more narrow pocket. Perfect, absolutely perfect for like a laptop. I think a 14-inch laptop would fit in here really nicely. Oh, I actually missed a pocket. In this larger compartment, you can put like a little water bottle in here. So it's got like an elastic opening there. Ooh. And then here on the outside, we've got a little card holder here. And I love this. This is like a little hidden pocket. There is a magnetic closure, but you can stick like an iPad in there. You could stick tickets, whatever you need for travel. That's really nice. And this is my favorite part of any sort of carry-on travel bag is if they have like the trolley sleeve or the pass-through sleeve here. So you can put this right on top of your rolly carry-on. So, so handy. So it also comes with these 2 straps. So you can use one strap and use it as like a crossbody or shoulder, or you can use both straps where you attach one here to the center and then another one here to the center and create a backpack. Okay, I'm not generally a backpack wearer, but I really like the option, especially when I'm traveling. So here it is as a backpack, really, really comfortable. And I like how these straps are adjustable, so you can make them a little bit longer if you'd like. But let me go ahead and show you the shoulder strap option here. All the D-ring hooks, by the way, are super easy and they do swivel, which is nice. I'm just gonna lengthen this strap here. Carry it as a shoulder bag, again, adjustable, and I have quite a ways to go if I want to make it a little bit longer. And let me make it longer and see if I can do a crossbody here. Okay, and here it is as a crossbody. This is so great, and here's that easy access pocket here. Here's that little card case. This is the perfect size for like a work trip. And when I travel, I usually have to travel with all my stuff, with my camera, my laptop, my iPad, all my chargers and everything, and that will all fit in here. I really like this. Or I think this would actually make a really nice like overnight bag too. Yeah, this is really great. I love all the compartments and everything in here. I love how Oleata was able to make this bag look really sleek and really compact, yet it has like everything you need with the key fob, the extra pockets, the elasticated pocket for like a water bottle, this laptop section, this little hidden pocket here. This is so nice. And this is in the color black. Of course, I will link to everything down below in my description box if you're interested in what else they have available. Let me open up this other bag because this is, I think, a really versatile bag option. Okay, here is the Anywhere duffel. How cool is this? It's got these hand straps. It has shoulder straps. It has a crossbody strap, and these straps are removable, so you could just use it as a crossbody if you want. So it's got this pocket here, which is perfect for a phone. It has a zippered pocket here, perfect. Now this here is a pass-through trolley sleeve if you unzip this. If you close this up, You have a nice pocket here. We have a monogrammable plaque here if you want. And let me show you the inside. So many pockets. So there's a Velcroed shut pocket here, which you can store your laptop in. There is a side pocket here for like a water bottle. There's another pocket here in front of that. There's another pocket that zips open and close. So great for like shoes or something. And then a nice big roomy compartment. So this Anywhere duffel comes in 3 sizes. This is the medium size. It's basically 16.5 inches across. All the dimensions on their website. Again, I'll leave links down below in my description box. But they do have one that is smaller. I believe it's 13.5 inches across the bottom. And then there's one that is larger and it's just about 20.5 inches across. So this medium size and the large size can accommodate like a 16-inch laptop. The smaller one can accommodate a 14-inch laptop. And in this Anywhere line, they have like a backpack if you're more into backpacks. And the best part about this bag is that it's completely water resistant. So this material, like water, moisture, just falls right off of it. It just rolls right off. And all of the seams, here, let me see if I can show you. So when you zip it up, it kind of seals shut. So I don't think it's 100% waterproof, but it is very, very water resistant. I think that is absolutely great for when you're traveling because you never know. So this again is the medium size. Let me just model it for you so you have an idea of the size on me. I'm 5'5", and here is the shoulder strap. And I have it pretty much on the longest length here. It's a little bit too long. I'd probably shorten it up if I was gonna wear it as a shoulder bag, but here it is as crossbody, which is pretty perfect also. This is just a really, really well thought out bag. I love the detailing on the sides too. These buckles here really kind of keeps like everything tidy. So from now until June 17th, use my code Michele Oliata and you'll get 20% off your purchase. You'll also get a free bag charm. How cute is that? It's an Anywhere duffel bag charm. How cute, a mama and a baby. I love it so much. And look, it has an accented like red zipper pull. Is that not the cutest? I love it so much. It's the exact same material and everything. So Michele Oliata, 20% off and you'll get this bag charm. And Oliata also has like a quiz on their site. So if you're looking for like the perfect work bag for yourself, they'll ask you like how you like to carry your bags, what size your laptop is, for example. Definitely take that quiz. And then I'll also leave a link down below for you to redeem a free gift from Oliata. I can't wait to travel with these bags this summer. So exciting. I also wanted to show you, they have these really cute like card holders that you can attach to your bag. So it's like a little bag charm and it's a card holder. If you have business cards, it's so great. I feel like I'm always fishing around for my business cards, but it's nice to have them easy access, just sort of hanging off of your bag. And this does come off if you want to just throw this into your bag. I thought that was so cute. This does come in 4 different colors. And I'll link this down below also. So I was just getting dressed because I'm meeting a couple of friends out. We are meeting at Palace Station Casino because one of them has made a very bold statement. They've made a bold statement saying that one of the pizza joints in there is pizza that has come closest to New York, that he thinks. And he's originally from the Bronx. The other friend that I'm meeting, Laura, that you've seen on here, she's originally from Jersey. Like me, her parents are from Brooklyn. So anyway, we are going to test out this pizza and to see if our friend is correct. So anyway, I just put on my Kaz t-shirt and a pair of Aloe sweatpants. And I've got my Prada, like my sneakerinas on in the same color as this. I was gonna wear my new silver cap toe ones, but with these sweatpants, it was like a little too much like cream, cream into cream. So anyway, I'm trying to decide what handbag to use, and I actually pulled out my Oliata mini anchor bag because they're coming back out with this pistachio color. They came out with this last year. I loved it. I couldn't believe it was limited edition. I was like, no, don't do that. I just wanted to mention that this is available again now. So exciting. So exciting. Do I just want to do my Prada shoulder bag? Let's see how this looks. Yeah, I think this works. A little bit of contrast, kind of same family. I look like a walking Prada advertisement. What's new? Okay, all right. I'm ready for some pizza. and I just wanted to share my thoughts with you on the pizza at Tailgate at Palace Station Casinos. The pizza was really good. It was very good. It was very tasty. I liked the crust, the cheese. It was very cheesy. But is it like a New York pizza? Not really. And like my memory is like completely refreshed as to what New York pizza is, because I was just there and I had a couple of slices at Joe's Pizza downtown. And, I have come to realize that I don't think New York pizza is like what I think most people would like in a pizza. Like, I love it because that's what I grew up with. It's New York pizza. It is pretty specific. But it just doesn't have, like, the crust is super thin, so it's almost hard. And then there isn't a lot of cheese. So it doesn't end up being this, like, really floppy piece of pizza. Like, if you ever see or watch New Yorkers eat pizza, they just crack it in half and then they can just stick the point in their mouth. It doesn't, like, droop down because there isn't a lot of cheese. And it's like, it just looks like mottled on top with, like, the tomato sauce. And then, of course, the tomato sauce has, like, a specific flavor to it or whatever. It's just different. But I do think most people would ideally want, like, a lot of cheese on their pizza. And there just isn't a lot of cheese on New York pizza. There also isn't, there's just, like, it's crust. It is literally crust. There's no, like, breadiness to it. So it's super duper thin. And I realized, I always thought it was, like, just about the crust, but it's really about the amount of cheese on top too. Because the more cheese there is, the oilier it is, and the soggier the crust gets. And you can't just pick it up. Like the tip of the pizza slice, like just if there's a lot of cheese, it just like falls down. So anyway, I analyzed it. So it is very good. The pizza there at Tailgate, it was very good. We had a regular cheese pie, as you guys saw, regular cheese, regular pepperoni. Delicious. But in comparison to a New York pizza, it's just not the same. It's not the same, but very good. I would recommend it for sure. Anyway, I thought I would use Reviv's Makeup Removing Wash because this is one of their brand new products, and the instructions on how to apply it is how I like to apply cleanser. So it's with dry hands, dry skin, and you work it in and then you wet it and then you wipe it off. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. So the description of this is it's a melting cleanser. So I'm assuming it's gonna have, oh, I assumed wrong. I was gonna say, I was assuming that it's gonna have like a broken down balm texture. It doesn't. It actually has what looks like a gel texture. A very thick, very, very thick gel. Huh. So yeah, dry hands, dry skin, and this is specifically a makeup removing wash. So you're supposed to work it into your skin, and then you're supposed to wet it and then wipe it away with a washcloth, with a damp washcloth, which is how I like to use my cleansers, like on dry skin and then wetting it a little bit and then wiping it away. So this is waterproof mascara. It's also tubing mascara, so I don't know. Coming out a little bit, yeah. That's weird though, like none of the mascara is actually like getting smeared all over my face. So this cleanser does come with a little like round that you can wet and wipe away. I need something bigger. So I have a bunch of little towels that I keep next to my sink. So I'm gonna wet this with my wet hand. I'm just gonna emulsify a little bit. And I'm so curious about whether or not it's gonna take care of this mascara. And I had that CL tinted SPF on. It's so good. You could see like my complexion. Probably should have pointed it out before I started washing my face, but I'm sure you could tell my complexion before I started in with the makeup remover was that my complexion was looking good. Like that foundation, that tinted serum just does not budge, especially when I powder it down. But it didn't even budge when I didn't powder it down. It just looked kind of shiny by the end of the day. Okay, well, all my makeup is gone. Is the mascara gone? I can't even tell. Let me do a little test here. Let me take some cleansing oil. I have this Tatcha Camellia cleansing oil, and I'm just gonna squirt a little bit of this onto a pad. Oh yeah, a little bit is coming off. Not a lot though. About this side. Oh, more came off. So that was weird. You guys saw me really work that makeup wash in my eyes. It didn't really affect this waterproof mascara. That's interesting. I wonder if this is water-based. It must be. It must not be oil-based, otherwise I would have taken that off. It doesn't say on the tube. I was gonna look at the ingredients and see if there's any kind of oil. Interesting. I'm gonna have to try it again and pay like closer attention. But yeah, it doesn't seem like this takes off waterproof mascara, FYI. Okay, good to know. Well, I just wanted to use this with you guys. I want you to report back on the pizza. I'm gonna hit the sack. I have a very early morning tomorrow morning. I'll see you then. Good morning, friends. It's actually drizzling here in Vegas. Isn't that crazy? I mean, it's barely drizzling, and I think actually it's already stopped. Anyway, we have kind of a cloudy day here. It was kind of cloudy yesterday too. So very odd. Anyway, I was just opening up some PR packages and I was like, oh wait, let me show you guys, because this one especially, I mean, they're all amazing, but this one is so cute. So I pulled this out and I was like, what's this? It's actually a gift from Bobbi Brown, and they included this straw tote from KU. Isn't this so cute? It's got little pom-poms on there. I've gotten a really amazing influx of summer bags. And inside, we've got the beach perfume from Bobbi Brown, which is so lovely. This really is, excuse me, this really is like the perfect summertime fragrance. Oh, it's so fresh. It's so fresh, it's so clean. It's not powdery at all. It's really light and it's really kind of warm. Like there's a little bit of crispness in there, but it's really nice and warm. It's very calming. This scent is very, very calming. Anyway, thank you so much to Bobbi Brown, but let me show you what else was in this little summer tote. They included a novel. So we've got Hotter in the Hamptons from New York Times bestseller Tinks. I've never heard of this, but this looks like a lot of fun. An it girl with her life in flames and one summer that's about to make it even hotter. That's the little, oops, that's the little summary there. And then I've got this little Bobbi Brown bookmark. My God, that's so cute. I'm actually excited to have an actual book, but like a physical book to read, because I use my Kindle app on my iPad, which is great. I love it. You know, you can have like 50 books on there and just have your iPad with you. But it's nice. Like I miss the feel of an actual book. So that's really nice. And then they also included this beach towel, Son of a Beach, your summer friend. Let me see. I need to be washed before the first use. Okay. Made in Greece. Oh my goodness. And this one is, it says Palm Springs there. I don't know if that's the color or the style, but I'll be sure to wash this. Wow, thank you so much, Bobbi Brown. This is really, really cute. Thank you. I did also get a box from Clé de Peau. I don't know what's in here. I opened up this box and that's when I realized, I was like, oh, I should be filming this. Let me show you guys. Aw, you guys know this is one of my all-time favorite sunscreens. This is their UV protective cream with 50 SPF. I love it. And I just finished up a tube while I was in New York, so perfect timing. And then they also included the protective lip treatment, which has SPF 25. I still have one that's open, still going strong. So this is a great backup. Thank you so much, Clé de Peau. I always get so excited when I get packages from them. And I got something from Violette FR, Lip Nectar. Look how cute those tubes look. A formula in a category of its own. This innovative oil and water emulsion blends rich pigment with hydrating ingredients for an indulgent glossy finish and a buildable, long-lasting stain, inspired by the rich blooming colors of flowers. And here is the little gift. Yet another incredible summertime bag. I love these net bags. They're so great for grocery shopping, produce, farmers market visits, a trip to the beach. These are so great. Wow, it looks like they included all 4. Okay, let's open up one. Look at that. Let's see, I do have the Dior lip butter on, so I'm not gonna apply this, but it's got a doe foot applicator. Yeah, it's like a gloss. It's like an oily gloss. That's what it feels like. I'll definitely try these out in trying new makeup video. Thank you so much, Violette FR. Look at this box that came. Well, you guys know how much I love the Shiseido clear sunscreen stick. This is so funny. This is hysterical to me. So the clear sunscreen stick is how I reapply SPF throughout the day because it just glides over. Like if you have a full face of makeup on, it just glides right over it. It doesn't take any of it off. And that's really the only way I've been able to reapply sunscreen. I've tried like sprays and stuff, and some of them are okay, but more often than not, they feel really like heavy and sticky. So I really, really love this sunscreen stick. Oh, these are the Shiseido Ultimate Sun Favorites. We've got the clear sunscreen stick, awesome. And then we've got the Ultimate Sun Protector Lotion with SPF 60. I love that. I absolutely love that. I actually got the Clé de Peau body lotion with SPF 60 on there. It's nice. It's on the thinner side, which is really, really nice. You kind of like put a couple layers down and not feel like it's too heavy. So I'm excited to try this. And then here's the stick. And they included stick your phone to capture the moment. What? This looks like a water bottle, so I'm confused. Hold on. So here's the water bottle. It says stick with #1. It's a Ringo water bottle. And it's the tripod bottle. So it comes with this ring that you can, oh my gosh, wait. This is so funny. So you place me on your Ringo and snap a photo up here. Oh my gosh. So I stick this on here and I guess that magnetizes for my phone case, to my phone case. Hold on, I'm trying to open this. Clean your device, peel the backing. Oh, I'm supposed to put this on my phone. My phone already has like a ring on it, so I wonder if I need it. Let me actually get it. Yeah, so my phone's case has this. Oh, and it magnetizes, so I don't need to put this on there. But if your phone case does not have this, you can use this little magnetic sticker and add it. That is so funny. Oh my gosh, that is hysterical. That is kind of genius. Okay, Ringo, you just unscrew to drink. That is very cool. Well, thank you so much, Shiseido. That is so great. And then I got this little envelope from Early, E-R-L-Y. There's the brand. A dermatologist founded with a mission to deliver simple, effective, and empowering skincare solutions. They sent me the Daily Dew Illuminating Serum. Daily glassy glow to help even skin tone, fight hyperpigmentation, and illuminate dull skin. How pretty. This bottle is so cool. It looks like, can you guys see? It looks like a serum. It almost looks pearly. Oh, I'm excited to try this. Thank you so much, Early. Well, that was fun. I'm really excited for that book that Bobby Brown sent. As per usual, I am like knee deep into a Victorian murder mystery series. I'll link it down below if you're interested, but I actually signed up for Kindle Unlimited, which allows you to read whatever's in the unlimited collection, like an unlimited amount, like however much you want. I think it's $11.99 a month, and it's great. So I just feel like to get my money's worth, like let me read as much as possible. So I've been reading every single night, which is great. But I've been reading these like quick Victorian murder mysteries because, you know, there's always like so many in each series and I can just go from one to the next to the next. And yeah, it keeps me occupied. It like calms me down at the end of the day. I always read before I go to bed. And yeah, in the Kindle Unlimited, you know, I've been reading like 8 books a month. So I'm like, this is really worth it. For $11.99, it is really worth it. But anyway, all of that to say, I'm really excited for like a change of pace, like an actual book, something that's not a Victorian murder mystery. So I'm excited for that. Anyway, I'm just sitting here drinking some coffee. Choose love, everyone, choose love. I had to change up my schedule today because I usually go and see my trainer at 7 a.m. So, you know, I wake up at 5, I have my breakfast, I poke around a little bit in the morning, you know, I pick up stuff, I do my word games, and then I head off and I see him. So this morning I actually had to film a short. So if you saw my video that went up last Monday, so I put up a video trying new makeup on Monday, and I was trying the new Dior powder blushes, the new rosy blushes in powder form, not the stick form, which I've already tried. And I was like, I knew I wanted to make a short of those powder blushes. So I filmed a long video and I was like, okay, for like more detailed look at all the powder blushes, go take a look at my shorts. But I hadn't filmed the shorts yet. So I was like, I'm gonna film the long form video and then I'm gonna film the shorts. Well, I ran out of time yesterday because I had to go meet my friends for pizza. And I was like, well, shoot, that video is going up at 7 o'clock on Monday and I'm referring to the shorts, so I have to do it sometime before 7 a.m. So when I came home from pizza, I was way too tired. I was like, I don't wanna do it. I'm just gonna wake up tomorrow morning and do it. And then I remembered, well, I have to see my trainer. So I was like, how early do I need to get up to film and edit a shorts before? So anyway, I changed my trainer to 10 a.m. today so I could film the shorts and get that up before my 7 a.m. long form video went up so that when I'm referencing the shorts, I have actually something to link to. Whoa, so just a little behind the scenes there of, you know, being stupid. So that's my morning, but I have a little bit of time before I have to meet my trainer. I do have a full face of makeup on, which is gonna be probably pretty shocking to him because every time I see him, I look and have just like rolled out of bed pretty much. So he's gonna be like, are you okay? Well, hello, I am back from the gym, but I'm gonna go back out and back to the gym because I planned on doing cardio after working out with my trainer. And I forgot my headphones. And usually I'm okay, like it's fine. They have like TV, there's enough distraction. They play loud music or whatever, but I really wanted to listen to this podcast and that's like what I had in mind. Anyway, I decided to come home right after working out with my trainer and I was like, it's fine, whatever, I'll do cardio tomorrow. It's like getting a little bit too hot to actually take a walk outside unless I want to go later, blah, blah, blah. So I was just doing some work, catching up on some emails, and my husband came down. He's like, I think I'm gonna go to the gym. So I'm like, I think I'll go back out with you. He's like, why? So I'm gonna walk on the treadmill. I'm gonna grab my headphones, my Bose, these like ear cuffs that I love. I've talked about these before, but they're so awesome because like I cannot get earbuds to stay in my ears. They just fall right out. So love these. So I've grabbed these. I'm gonna go back out to the gym and hit the treadmill. Well, my husband does weights. I think I may hit Yogurtland afterwards because right in the LVAC that my husband goes to, which is a little bit closer to home, it's not the one that we train at, there's a Yogurtland right in the same little like parking lot area. Okay, I'm back from the gym again for the second time today. And we stopped into Yogurtland after. That was a nice post-workout treat. But I am home and I'm finally gonna shower. It is almost dinner time. Gross. You know, I'm walking into my bedroom and I realized that I showed this to you guys this morning, but I haven't really talked about it. So Hatch sent me their Restore 3, and it's a bedside like sleep device. It is this guy right here, and hold on. If I move it, there we go. The clock comes up. But the whole rest of this is a light. So what you can do is actually download an app and you can set up basically a routine so that you can have, for example, what I have is like a 30-minute like pre-bed, and then a while you're sleeping, and then a wake up. And so I have 30 minutes of, it's like a sound bath thing, and the light is on, and it just gets like darker and dimmer. And then the light goes out, and so while you're sleeping, you can set it for like an hour, 2 hours, but it's all these different sounds, like basically like a sound machine. You can have, you know, raindrops or whatever. I put on crickets. There's one that's like a campfire, I think. Anyway, there's a bunch of different options. You can set that for as long as you want. I set it just for the heck of it for like the whole night until my wake up routine. And so the wake up is really cool. So it starts 30 minutes before your alarm, and you set the alarm time on the app, and it will slowly get brighter, and then whatever kind of sound you pick will go off. So it's almost like just a very robust alarm clock, but it has like the wind down and the sleep functions too. I generally don't have problems falling asleep. I have had and will have problems like staying asleep. And I have noticed that if I have like a sound machine on, or if the TV is on, like something is going, which is kind of counterintuitive, it actually helps me fall back asleep. Like I won't stay actually awake for that long if like something is going on. Isn't that strange? But anyway, I learned that about myself during all the sleepless nights that I was experiencing with perimenopause. So I kind of like having the little crickets on there. Thankfully, I do not suffer from that as much anymore, but it's nice. And I really do like that wake up, although I will wake up from the light before the actual alarm goes off. That may or may not bother you, but I think if you have a really hard time waking up in the morning, or if you're someone who like snoozes a lot, you can actually snooze it. There's like a dial on the top that you can hit. You can snooze it. But like if you snooze a lot, like I think it's really good to have that light. I think it's really, really helpful. So anyway, I've really been enjoying it, this Restore 3 device. It's pretty cool. And they did gift that to me, if I didn't say that already. They did gift me that device. So anyway, I am going to shower, wash my face. I've had this makeup on for way too long, and I will be right back. There is nothing better than showering after a long day of not being clean. Oh, I'm finally clean. I do want to follow up on a couple of things that I have been using. I want you to give you my thoughts on them. A couple of things that I've been using have been in the shower. The Flamingo Estates body wash in clary sage. It also has eucalyptus, rosemary, lavender, and meadow foam seed oil in here. And it is lovely. It's just like their candle, like I was talking about at the beginning of this vlog. It's just like their candle. It's like super duper fresh, and it feels like you're just out in an herb garden. It is really awesome. It's like perfect for the summertime. It just, oh my God, the fragrance is so revitalizing. It's really, really like energizing. And it's a nice body wash. I don't feel like stripped. My skin doesn't, feel dry. I still have to moisturize, but my skin doesn't feel dry or anything. So it's a really nice body wash. And you guys know what a fan I am of the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day shampoo and conditioner. They reformulated it. I worked with them on the campaign, and I fell in love with it. I love that shampoo and conditioner. And during the Sephora VIB sale, I repurchased a shampoo and conditioner. Did I get 2? I think I just went and got an extra shampoo and conditioner as backup. And I saw that they had, like for kind of thinning hair that needs a little bit of fullness, they had this option. So I was like, oh, let me try this. I don't like this as much as the Perfect Hair Day version, which is like their original version. It's the shampoo and conditioner for like middle of the road hair, just kind of normal. This is definitely, oh, you can see, it says for like fine, thin, flat hair. My hair is, it's not fine, it's not thin, I feel like it's thinning, and it's definitely like on the flatter side, but it's not fine. And I think if you have fine hair, this would probably be better, but it doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't make my hair look great. It just kind of makes my hair look lifeless. So I just don't think it's a good match, but the Perfect Hair Day is a great match for me. So just those little follow-ups on those few products. And I think that's it. I think I'm gonna close this vlog out here. I'm just gonna, get dressed. I'm not gonna be putting anything on because I'm just gonna go downstairs, eat dinner with my husband, probably watch some TV, play with Butters a little bit, and then hit the sack. And then hopefully have a more normal day tomorrow. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. A big thank you to Oliata for working with me again. Don't forget to check my description box if you're interested in any of those travel bags. I can't wait to try out my Anywhere duffel bag and my Marina carryall. I envision them for very different purposes. But anyway, don't forget to use Michele Oliata for 20% off and for that free bag charm. Thank you so much. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.